Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video we would be making these cute little stud earrings in square shape, and I have named them as quad earrings. Here I have already made these earrings in few colorways. This is I have done in fuchsia color, and then this one I have done in rose pink color. This is in apple green color, and this one is in emerald green color, and this I have made in maroon color. In this video we are going to make these quad earrings in opaque green color. So let us see what all material do we need to make these beautiful earrings. For making our quad earring in this pastel green color, we would need these 11 seed beads in base color. Here I am using these 11 in frosted opaque glaze rainbow peacock color. Then I am using these 11 These are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 11 and these are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 15 Here I am using this 14 Rivoli crystal in emerald green color. Then I am using these 3 pearls in bright gold color. I'll be using these 6 by 12 ear post. Here I'll be working with Hana thread and size 12 beading needle. If you don't have Hana thread, you can also use Miyuki or any other nylon thread. So let's get started. We would start making our quad earring by bezeling our 14 Rivoli, and for bezeling this Rivoli I would be using raw stitch. So for this I will pick up 4 11 seed beads in base color. Here I am using these 11 in glazed peacock color. So I have picked up these 4 11 and bring them down towards the end of my thread and tie a double knot here. Like this. Now after tying this knot, I would pass through all these 4 11 pulling the tail gently in between the beads. Like this. And this is our first raw component, and now I will pick up 3 11 as I already have one, and I will pick up 3 and pass through this 11 through which I am exiting right now, like this. Move down. So here I have added 2 components. Now for adding my third raw component, again I have picked up 3 11 seed beads and I would pass through this 4th one through which I am exiting right now. So here is my third raw component. Again I will move toward this 11 on the left, as I am working with my left hand, so I just exited through this left bead, and as you are a right hand, if you are a right hander, you would be moving on the right side. Now again for my 4th raw component, I have picked up 3 11 and I would pass through this 4th 11 like this. Again moving towards the 11 on the left, like this. So here I have added 1 2 3 4 raw components in my raw chain, and for bezeling our 14 Rivoli we need 16 components in our bezel ring. So here I would be making 15 raw components in my raw chain, and 16th would be the one that would join the two ends of this chain. So here I have already made 4 raw components. I'll be making 11 more and come back. Now here I have completed my raw chain with 15 components. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And now I'm going to join the two ends and thus making my 16th component. Here I already have two 11 for my 16th component, and now I have picked up one 11 and pass through the 11 on the other end. Again picking up one 11 and pass through the 11, the first one. Once again I will pass through all these 4 11s and step up into the one on the top here, and here is our ring. And now here I'm exiting from this 11 on the top, and now we are going to add one more ring of these raw components on the top of this ring. So for this I'm going to pick up 3 11s and pass through this one through which I'm exiting right now. So here I have made the first component of the second ring on the top of this. Now for my second component of this ring I am going to pick up only 2, as I already have 1 and 2 for my next component. So here I will pass through this 11 into this one, like this. So here I have made 2 components. Now I will move on to this side, and for my third component, this is my first 11 and this is the next one. Be careful while adding the components over this ring. If you skip any one of these, the whole ring will get spoiled. So here I added on the top of this. Now the next would be this component on which I will be adding the other third component. So here I have 1 2. After exiting through this I need to pass through this one, and now I will pick up 2 11s and pass through the same 2 11s, and here is my third raw component. Moving up like this. Now I have 2 1 2 11s and I'll be moving in this direction, the clockwise direction. So here I have 2. I will pick up 2 more and pass through this one and into the first one, like this. I have added my next component. Now moving on to the next, I'll have to pass through these 2 11s. Now after this I need to make a component over this. So this is my first 11. I will pass through my second 11, and now I'll be moving in anti-clockwise direction, and I'll pick up 2 11s and pass through these 2 11s like this. Moving up through this 11. Now I have 1 2 11s, picking up 2, and I will move in clockwise direction. Here I have picked up 2 11 O's and I will move in clockwise direction like this. Moving into these two, and the next one is this is my next component. So here I have 2 11 O's and now I'll be moving in anti-clockwise direction. So after picking up these 2 11 O's, I will pass through these 2 11 O's. So here you can see that we have added these raw components and we would be doing this all through this round. Now here I have reached the end of this round, and at the end you will see that we have 1 2 3 11 O's here. So for this last component, that is the 16th component, we would need only one 11 O, and we would pass through all these 11 O's, all these 3 11 O's like this. And here we have completed our 16th component, and here is our ring for making our bezel case. And now as I'm exiting through this 11 O on the top, I will pick up one 11 O and pass through the next 11 O. Here I'm going to add 3 11 O's like this. This was my first, now second 11 O and third 11 O. Now after adding 3 11 O's, 1, 2 and 3 11 O's, we will skip the fourth one. Here we are not adding any 11 O, we will just pass through the next 11 O like this without adding any 11 O, any bead. Here we are going to create a corner. Now after skipping this fourth one, I have picked up one 11 O. Again I am going to add 3 11 O's. So here is my first 11 O, second 11 O, third 11 O. Again after adding 3 11 O's, 1, 2 and 3 11 O's, I will skip the fourth one like this. Again we are going to add 3 11 O's. This is my first one, second, third, again skip the fourth one. Again pick up one 11 O, so this one is first, second, third, and the last one. We are going to skip this fourth one like this. And now I will step up into my first 11 O that I added in this round. Now you can see that after adding these 11 O's and skipping one in between, here this is the look. You can see we are getting a little square shape here, and now we are going to add 15 O's. So for this I am picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through the next 11 O that we added in the last round. Here we have to keep our thread nice and tight, then only we are going to get that square shape on the top. Again picking up my next 15 O champagne, I am passing through this next 11 O that I added in the last round. Again keep your thread nice and tight. Now picking up third 15 champagne, and here our third 15 champagne should fall at this corner. So here, after, we have to be careful that two beads, two 11 should be skipped in between. And here, as I am exiting through this one, I have picked up one 15 and I will pass through this one. This is our corner that we created in the last round. Here you can see we created this corner in the last round. Now after adding the third 15 I am going to add my fourth 15 like this. So this way we are going to add 15 all through this round, and we would be adding in all 12 15 in this round. Now here I'm adding my last 15 of this round, and it will fall on this corner. So skipping these two, I'm going to pass through this one, and here we have added in all 12 15 and you can see that we have got this square shape on the top. And now after exiting through this 11 I'm going to pass through this 11 Now we are going down into this 11 into this and into this one. Now after passing through this 11 we can cut this tail off. Now here you can see that this was our corner on the top, and we are exactly at the bottom of this one, this corner. So here again we are going to skip this 11 So just see this was our corner. We skipped a bead here, and at the bottom also we are going to skip the bead here just below this one. So here I have skipped the bead, and after this I'm going to place my Rivoli into the case, and this is the look from the top. And now here, after skipping this 11 I'm going to add 3 11 as we did on the top. So here adding 1 2 and 3. Third 11 I'm going to skip the fourth one as we did, and this 11 this corner lies just below the one on the top. Here you can see this was the corner at the top, and this is the one at the bottom. Now again I'm going to pick up one 11 and pass through the next 11. Same way I'm going to add 3 11 second and my third 11 and skip the fourth one, and we would be doing this all the way around following this pattern, 3 11 and skipping the fourth one. Now here I am adding my last 11 of this round, and I'll be passing. Here I have skipped the one. This was the first one of this round, and passing through these 2 11 and stepping up into the first 11 that we added in this round. So after completing this round, this is the look. Now after stepping up into this first 11 again I'm going to pick up one 11 and pass through this next 11 like this. Again picking up one 11, pass through the next 11. Now here I have reached this corner, so here Right now I'm exiting through this 11 and I would be passing through the next 11 that we added in the last round. So here you can see this would be the look of the corner. This is the look of the corner. And now picking up my next 11, passing through the next 11 that we added in the last round. This way we are going to add the 11 all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 11 at the corner, and here I am exiting through this one and I will be passing through the first 11 that we added in the last round like this, and we are getting this triangle at the corner. You can see all these corners. We are getting the triangles, and in all we have added 12 11 in this round, and now I'm stepping up into the first 11 that I added in this round. Now we are going to add 15 So for this I'm picking up one 15 champagne and pass through the next 11 Again picking up one 15 champagne and pass through the next 11 Again pick up one 15 champagne and pass through the next 11 And this way we are going to add these 15 champagne all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 15 champagne and stepping up into the first 15 that I added in this round. And after adding these 15 this is the look of our earring. And here again I have added 12 15 champagne. Now here again we are going to add 15 but again in a pattern. Now I have picked up one 15 champagne and passed through this 15 and as we reach the corner, you can see this is our corner. Here you can see this triangle, this is the corner, and here I'm going to skip the bead. I'm not adding any 15 here. Now I will pick up one 15 champagne and pass through the next 15 I added one first 15 then second 15 and then skip the third which falls on the corner like this. So here we are going to follow this pattern, 2 15 and skip the one at the corner, 2 15 skip the one at the corner, and we would be doing this all through this round. And now here I am adding my last 15 of this round, and here stepping up into the first 15 that I added in this round. And after adding the 15 of this round, this is the look. And now we would be adding 15 in this round. Here I have picked up one 15 champagne, and here at the corners also we are going to add the 15. So in all we are going to add 8 15 here. So this was my first, my second 15, third 15 at the corner. So this way we are going to add 15 all through this round. Now here, before adding my last two 15 of this round, I'm going to place my earpost into this, and now I have picked up one 15 and I will pass through the next 15. This was my 7th 15 of this round, and this is my 8th 15 of the round. And here after adding the 15 this is the look, and here we have added the earpost also. Now I am going to step up into the first 15 that we added in this round. Now in this round again we are going to add 15 but in a pattern. So here I have picked up one 15 and I will pass through the next 15 that we added in the last round. So I added 115. Now I'm going to skip the next one like this. Again picking up 115 and pass through this next 15. So this is my second 15 that I'm adding in this round, and skip the next one like this. Picking up third 15 and pass through the next 15 that we added in the last round. So here I have added third 15 and skip the next one. And my last 15, that is the fourth 15 of this round. Now after adding my last 15, I'm going to skip the next one, the last one, and step up into the first 15 that we added in this round. So you can see that in all we have added 4 15s, and now we will just adjust our ear post, and here we would be adding 15s once again. So here, after stepping up into the first 15 of the last round, I have picked up 115 and I will pass through the second 15 of the last round. Again picking up 115, passing through the third 15 of the last round. Again picking up 115, again passing through the fourth 15 of the last round, and my last, that is the fourth 15 and pass through the first 15 of the last round. And now I'm going to pass through all the 4 15s that we added in this round like this. Here we are going to close our bezel and fix our ear post into it like this. Just push in the beads like this. I'm going to pass through all these 4 beads, 4 15s that we added at the end twice to fix the ear post perfectly so it's not moving. Now after exiting through this one, I am passing through the one here. Now through this 15 of the last round into the next 15 through this one, so right now I'm passing through the 8 15s that we added at the end, 4 first and then the last 4, and into these 2 15s. Now I'm moving up by passing through these beads here into this 15 and into the 11, into this 11, these 2 11s, to this one, up through this 11 and into this 11, and now we have reached the edge of this earring, and here you can see that right now I am exiting through this 11 which is at this corner. You can see here, this is the corner, and here at this corner, be careful that we are here at the corner, and here we are going to add one 3 mm pearl. So here I have picked up one 3 mm pearl and pass through this next 11O, and now I will pick up one 11O and pass through the next 11O here. Again I am picking up one 11O glazed peacock and pass through this next 11O. Again picking up the 11O and pass through this next 11O. Now after adding these 3 11Os, we are again going to add one 3 mm pearl at the corner. Here you can see that we have added 3 mm pearls at the corner. This was our corner, and this way we are going to do this all the way round. Now here I am adding my last 11O and stepping up into the 3 mm pearl into 11O and the first 11O that I added in this round. And see, this is the look of our earring. And now I will pass through this next 11O. Now here, after exiting through this 11O, I will go down through this one, into this 11O, into this one, and into this corner like this. Now here I am going to pick up 115O champagne and pass through this next 11O like this. Like this. And now I will move on through these two 11Os. Into these two and into these two, and here I have reached the corner, and here I will be adding 115O champagne like this. So this way we are going to add these 15O champagne all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 15O champagne like this, and this is the look of our earring after adding these 15Os. Now after adding this 15O champagne, here I am exiting through this 11O. I will come down through this 15O champagne at the corner, like this, move up through this 11O and into the 15O champagne like this. And now I will pick up 215O champagne and pass through this 15O champagne at the corner, making a herringbone stitch over this and into the 11O and the 15O champagne. Move up into the 15O champagne that we added just now like this. Now again I am going to add another pair, the second pair of 15Os over this, going down through this adjacent 15O champagne like this. Move up through these two 15O champagne. Now I added 2 pairs. Now I will be adding my third pair and going down through this adjacent 15, allow it to sit and move up through these two 15 champagne like this. Again pick up a fourth pair of 15s, go down, allow it to sit and move up. So here we have added 1, 2, 3 and 4 pairs. Now the fifth pair, going down through this, move up into the two 15s like this, and the last pair of 15s, that is the sixth pair, go down through this 15 and move up through the two 15 champagne like this. So here you can see we have added in all 6 pairs. We are not counting this one, the base one. Here we will be counting from this that we added 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 pair. So we have added in all 2, 2, 4 and 6 pairs, and now after adding these 6 pairs I will pass through this 11. This is the one. Here you can see the pearl, this pearl, then 111, then this 111 that we added, and the next one here. So we are going to pass through this 11 and come back into these 15s like this, all these 15s, move up into all these 6 15s like this, into this 11 and into the next 11, into the 11 here, moving down through this one into the 11 and into the 15 that we added at the corner here. Now same way we are going to add this chain of this herringbone chain over this pair as we did here. So for this again I'm going to pick up two 15 champagne and go down through this 15 at the corner here like this, into this 11 and into the 15 that we added here, this 15 champagne and into this 15 champagne. And now here we have added our first pair of 15s. Now my second pair of 15s, going down into this adjacent 15, allowing it to sit and move up through these two 15 champagne like this. Now picking up third pair of 15 champagne, going down through this adjacent 15 champagne, moving up through these two 15s, thus added 3 pairs. Now adding the fourth pair of 15s, going down through this adjacent 15, moving up through the two 15s, thus added 4 pairs. Now picking up fifth pair, going down through this adjacent 15, moving up into the 2, and now our last pair of 15 O's, that is the 6th pair of 15 O's, going down through this adjacent 15 O, allowing it to sit and move up through the 2 15 O champagne. Again we have added 2, 4 and 6 pairs, and now as I am exiting through this 15 O, I will again pass through this. You can see this is the first raw component that we can see just close to this herringbone stitch. So here we are going to pass through this 11 O on the edge of this raw component like this, moving back into all these 6 15 O's, up through all these 6 15 O's, and into the 11 O underneath, and into the next 11 O, again into the next 11 O of the next raw component, into this 11 O, up into this 15 O champagne. And this way we are going to add these chains, herringbone chains of 6 pairs of 15 O's to this and to this pair of beads. Now this is my last herringbone chain, and after completing it, here you can see I have added 6 pairs, 2, 4 and 6, and this is the raw component closest to it, and here I'm passing through this 11 O on the edge of this and coming down through all these 15 O's, the 6 15 O's, going up through all these 6 15 O's and into the 11 O underneath, and into the next 11 O. Here, after exiting through this next 11 O, I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through the next 11 O like this. Now I will pick up two 15 O champagne and pass through this 3 pearl, again picking up two 15 O champagne and passing through this next 11 O glazed peacock. And now here we have reached this gap where we attach this chain, and here we are going to add one 15 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O like this. Now I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O, pick up two 15 O champagne, pass through the 3 pearl, again two 15 O champagne and pass through the next 11 O, and now we have reached this gap here where we attach this herringbone chain, and now we would add this 15 O champagne to this gap like this. Now pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through the next 11 O peacock glaze. This way we are going to add these embellishment at the edge all the way round. Now here I have reached this last one, the fourth gap to which I attach this herringbone chain, and I'm picking up one 15 O champagne and passing through this next 11 O. So this is our earring, and now we are just going to pass through these beads at the edge, and just to reinforce it, now here I'm going to tie a knot in between like this, then pass through these beads, all the ones that we added in this round, like this. Again, tying a knot. Tying a knot here into the beads, like this. Okay, and into these beads. Again, tying a knot here at this corner, and we have reached the last one. Into the 15 rows, pearl and these 15 rows, and now this is the last knot. And into these beads like this. Now we can cut our thread off. So this is our quad earring in pastel green color, or you can say that glazed peacock color. So friends, I hope you would love these beautiful quad earrings and love making them and wearing them, and of course gifting them to your friends and family. So here these are in glazed peacock color. Then we have this in fuchsia color, and this one in emerald green color, and I just shown you in the beginning of my video some more colors. This is an apple green color, then rose pink color, and the next one in dark maroon color. So here are few of the colorways that we made, that actually I have made in this earring, and I hope you would love these earrings. And if you like my designs, my tutorial and my videos, please do subscribe to my channel, and friends, please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you.